This video I will take you to see the top combat power in Chinese history, the life of the overlord of Western Chu. In 232 BC, Xiang Yu was born into a noble family in Xiaxiang of Chu. His grandfather Xiang Yan was a famous general of Chu. When Xiang Yu was 9 years old, Chu was destroyed by Qin. The people of Chu were shrouded in an atmosphere of national hatred. Xiang Yu grew up in such an environment. When he was young, his uncle Xiang Liang taught him to read and write, but Xiang Yu was not interested. And then he learned swordsmanship. He stopped after trying it for a while. Facing his uncle's anger, Xiang Yu said that learning to write was just to remember names, and learning swordsmanship can only deal with one person. I want to learn the ability to fight against 10,000. So Xiang Liang began to teach Xiang Yu the art of war, which laid the foundation for his outstanding military talent. When Xiang Yu grew up, was 8 feet tall and could lift a tripod, and he was courageous. One day, the first emperor of China toured Kaiji. The scene was majestic. Xiang Yu and Xiang Liang watched from the crowd. The entire crowd prostrated themselves in worship. Xiang Yu blurted out, "I can replace him." Xiang Liang was shocked and quickly covered his mouth, but also realized that his nephew had extraordinary ambitions. But no matter how great Xiang Yu's ambition was, there was no chance to show his ambition. Until 209 BC, the Chengsheng Wuguang uprising broke out. The news reached Kuai-ji in secret. Xiang Liang and Xiang Yu, who had been preparing to restore Chu, they finally waited for the opportunity and could no longer sit still. Yin Tong, the leader of Kuai-ji, wanted to rebel, and discussed with Xiang Liang, saying that he wanted Xiang Liang to be the general. Xiang Liang knew that Yin Tong wanted to use them, so he pretended to cooperate. When Yin Tong relaxed his vigilance, Xiang Liang gave a signal with his eyes. Xiang Yu drew his sword suddenly with a flash of cold light. Yin Tong hadn't reacted yet, and his head fell to the ground. Then Xiang Yu alone entered the camp like no one was there. He killed nearly 100 of Yin Tong's guards in the tent. The overlord's slight move was already beyond the reach of ordinary generals. Xiang Liang took the opportunity to gather the Wuzhong youth and declared rebellion against Qin. An uprising army of over 8,000 men set off. Xiang Yu followed Xiang Liang to conquer cities and lands, and the army continued to grow. But the Qin army launched a crazy counterattack. In 28 BC, Chengsheng was defeated and killed. Soon after, Xiang Liang was also defeated, was killed by the Qin general Zhang Han. The anti-Qin cause fell into a trough. At this time, Xiang Yu was filled with sadness and anger. But soon after, he will use a victory to end the rule of the Qin Empire himself. In 207 BC, Xiang Yu was ordered to lead an army to Julu to rescue the state of Zhao besieged by the Qin army. Before reaching Julu city, Xiang Yu first sent Yinbu with 20,000 men to cross the river to cut off the Qin army's supply line. Then Xiang Yu personally led the main force across the river. After landing, he ordered his soldiers to sink all the boats and smashed all the ports and the boats, burn all tents. Each soldier only carried 3 days' rations. They were determined to fight the Qin army to the death. With Xiang Yu's mobilization, the Chu army's morale was boosted and everyone was ready to die, waiting for the enemy. Xiang Yu led the charge. He rode a horse without a chase and charged into the enemy formation with a halberd. Everywhere he went, the Qin army fell one after another, like a god of war. After 9 rounds of fierce confrontation, Chu army was defeated. The Qin army killed Qin general Su Jiao, capturing the commander Wang Li. The Qin army was never strong again. The other princess armies previously hid behind the fortifications. After the victory of the Chu army, they admired Xiang Yu's bravery. Xiang Yu became famous in one battle and dominated the world. However, although Xiang Yu was brave in military, his immaturity and arrogance in politics will lay the groundwork for his ultimate failure. Xiang Yu led the allied prince's army westward. Qin Prince Ying surrendered outside the city. Xiang Yu entered Xianyang, killed the prince of Qin, burned the Qin palace. The fire burned for 3 months. This action lost the hearts of the people of Guanzhong. Subsequently, Xiang Yu ignored the previous agreement that first in Guanzhong is king. He divided 18 vassal states by himself and declared himself the overlord of Chu. He ruled over 9 counties and made Pengcheng his capital. When he was dividing the land, Xiang Yu was partial and did not divide them fairly according to merit, which caused dissatisfaction among many princes. Liu Bang entered Guanzhong first, should have been named king of Guanzhong, but Xiang Yu only gave him the remote Hanzhong. Liu Bang was dissatisfied, but because his strength was not as strong as Xiang Yu, he swallowed his anger. He went to Hanzhong. After Liu Bang arriving in Hanzhong, he listened to Zhang Liang and Xiao He's advice. He secretly accumulated strength. Xiang Yu enjoyed hegemony in Pengcheng and paid little attention to Liu Bang. Soon, because of Xiang Yu's random dividing, the ticking time bomb he had planted was finally detonated. In 206 BC, Xian Zhao rebelled. Xiang Yu led his army to quell the rebellion. Liu Bang took the opportunity and joined other princes who were dissatisfied with Xiang Yu. With 560,000 troops to march eastward to compete with Xiang Yu for the war. After learning this, left some troops to continue attacking Qi. He led 30,000 elite troops south to confront Liu Bang. The two armies met in Pengcheng. Seeing that Xiang Yu only brought 30,000 troops, he relaxed his vigilance. Xiang Yu once again showed to the world his unparalleled combat strength. Taking advantage of Liu Bang's unpreparedness and launched a surprise attack. He attacked from west to east in Xiaoshan County in the morning and reached the city of Pengcheng at noon. Liu Bang's army was caught off guard and fled in chaos. The Chu army chased after them, killing over 100,000 Han soldiers in half a day. Xiang Yu pursued the victory and pushing the Han army to Dongju River and killed another 100,000 Han soldiers. The Han army fled into Sui River and countless people drowned. The corpses piled up like mountains and the river stopped flowing. In the chaos, Liu Bang led dozens of cavalry and fled city Peng in a sorry state. After the Battle of Pengcheng, Liu Bang changed his strategy, relied on generals like Han Xin and Peng Yue, letting them contain Xiang Yu's army on different battlefields. He also sent people to lobby Ying Bu to betray Xiang Yu, to join his camp. Liu Bang's power gradually grew, forming a confrontation with Xiang Yu. In the next few years, Chu and Han fought fiercely on the battlefield. Finally, in 203 BC, they reached the Hongou Agreement, taking the Hongou River at the border, dividing the world. Xiang Yu thought the peace would come after the agreement. He led his army eastward, but Liu Bang broke his promise. In 22 BC, suggested by Zhang Liang and Chen Ping, Liu Bang broke the agreement. He led his army to pursue Xiang Yu. Xiang Yu turned around to fight. Liu Bang united Han Xin, Peng Yue, and other 5 armies, forming a siege of Xiang Yu's army at Gaisha. Xiang Yu was in a desperate situation. At Gaisha, Xiang Yu and Liu Bang engaged in a decisive battle. Xiang Yu's army gradually fell into a disadvantage. The Chu army was surrounded by the Han army. Food and grass were running out and the soldiers' morale was low. At night, Xiang Yu heard the Chu songs from all sides. Thinking that the whole Chu land had been occupied by the Han, he felt desperate. Xiang Yu led over 800 cavalry to break through. The Han army chased after them closely. His men kept fleeing. After crossing the Huai River, only over 100 people were left. Due to the farmers' wrong guidance, they fell into a swamp. When they came out, the Han army had cut up. Only 28 cavalry remained by his side. Xiang Yu divided the cavalry into 4 teams to break through. He charged into the enemy ranks first, killing a general and several soldiers of the Han army. When they were united, he had killed over 100 of the Han army. only losing 2 cavalry. Xiang Yu fought and retreated, and fled all the way to the edge of Rujiang River. The ferryman prepared a boat and advised him to cross the river. Xiang Yu refused, saying that God has doomed me. Why should I cross the river? Then he gave the Wu Zhui horse to the ferryman and turned to fight the last battle with the Han army. Xiang Yu killed over 100 Han soldiers alone, and he was also wounded in a dozen places. In the bloody battle, he saw a former subordinate of the Han army. Xiang Yu said that Liu Bang offered 1,000 gold and 10,000 mu of land, so he decided to fulfill the reward. So he committed suicide by sword at the age of 31. After Xiang Yu's death, his body was looted by the Han army and divided into 5 parts.